Are we going to go back down to $20,000 per Bitcoin, or are we going to go to the next testing point at $30,000? You see, historically, September has always been the most bearish month for Bitcoin. And this month has pretty much been the same. This is because there's been low volatility, low trading volumes, and, well, lack of investor interest in cryptocurrencies. And I'll tell you why. Because the interest rates have been high, we've seen a lot of investors look at risk-free assets, such as government bonds that offer a higher rate of return with less risk. And so people don't want to buy Bitcoin. This will change because people are expecting the Federal Reserve to lower interest rates. And we've been seeing high interest rates across the past year. All of 2023 has been a bit of a disaster in terms of macroeconomics. Now, I've mentioned that historically, September has been one of the most bearish months for Bitcoin. I mean, if you take a look all the way from 2014 and 2013, it's pretty much the most in the red month, with losses of negative 19.95% in 2014. But if you take a look, we have stabilized and our losses are a lot lesser. So the base price of Bitcoin has been growing over the last decade. And we saw this when the bull run really kickstarted at the end of 2020, beginning 2021. We saw the highest rallies in Bitcoin and all of the altcoins, and all the hype was popping off literally in the month of October. You can see that in 2021, there was a 40% increase in the price of Bitcoin, and in 2022, 5.25%. Still again, and of course, we know that this past year has not seen the best interest rates in Bitcoin's favor or in any of the other cryptocurrencies. November is also a decent month, but the problem is this October and this November, I don't predict that Bitcoin will rise 50-60%. I do think a lot of it will depend on whether Bitcoin rises, on whether the Federal Reserve is going to keep interest rates at this current level, keep them steady. But if they go and push for higher interest rate hikes, then we're not seeing the best month for crypto in October, but it won't be as bearish as the month of September has been. Now, ahead of the Federal Reserve's decision in whether they're going to increase interest rates or not in November, a lot of traders have been very bullish in the Bitcoin perpetual markets. And this actually happens to be one of the most liquid markets. Yeah, literally one of the most liquid markets in all of crypto. Now, as you can see from the chart, the open interest has risen. Now, open interest is the amount of capital that is tied up in active derivatives contracts. The open interest on Binance actually surged to around $3.2 billion. So this sort of says that there is a bullish sentiment when it comes to traders speculating on the price of Bitcoin. They believe it's going to rise. Also, everything when it comes to the Bitcoin price is pretty much in sync with the Bitcoin rainbow chart. This is version 2, and I'll go through it again for those of you that haven't watched my channel, but it's pretty simple. It's basically built on a logarithmic scale, and it essentially removes the volatility noise that we see. It incorporates the Bitcoin halving events, as you can see here in 2013, 2016 to 17, and then around mid-2020 when we saw the last bull run, and the next one is expected in 2024. And I do believe in the next few months we will have an uptick to around, well, it could be around 30,000, anywhere up to this point here. I don't expect it to go any higher. But when we see the halving event around this point here, so the first part of 2024, guys, we're going to see major upswings. Now, my trading strategy for the next month, I will be buying Bitcoin and some of my favorite altcoins because I think there will be some short-term price rallies. I do think that this is a good entry point where we're at now. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just purely my opinion and my outlook on the markets based on everything I've observed. But yeah, according to this, we are in the buy territory and we're practically near a fire sale. So the only way is pretty much up. I don't believe we're going to go much lower. And even if we are going a bit lower, you know, if you're investing in crypto, then you're doing it for the long term. At least that's what you should be doing. But if you do want to make a short term profit, then I think in the next month, I believe that the price will go up to potentially around 35,000, 30,000. It will bounce back at 30 and then potentially rally to 32,000, something along those lines. I don't think it's going to go to 50,000 in the next month, but towards 2024, yes, we will see it increase towards the 50,000 region before we spring into another bull run. So I do think in the next month there is some profits to be made. As you can see the charts, it's at a good dipping point around $26,500. So I think maybe you can make profits up until the $30,000 level, which I do think it will get to in the month of October based on everything I've mentioned in this video. However, again, I don't think it will stay at 30,000 for that much longer. But if you are a long-term holder in Bitcoin, this is actually probably the best price you can get involved in Bitcoin. I don't think you're going to have a loss in the long-term future, especially not in the next 5 to 10 year horizon, because at each bear market point, we're seeing a new higher and higher base point for the price of Bitcoin. And this also applies to the major blue chip crypto altcoins. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I haven't posted in a while because it's been a bearish month. I went on holiday and I got engaged and, lots of fun stuff happening, but I'm back to it and stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification to stay informed on when I release a video, as a lot of the information is time sensitive. And yeah, it's no bullshit advice on here. I give you honestly my opinion, but just don't take it as financial advice because your capital can be at risk and cryptocurrency markets are very volatile. Don't put your life savings in them. But also remember, this is not financial advice. You've got to do your own research and capital is at risk. Check the disclaimer and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.